mind control freaks. 4 master manipulators, each with their own method of controlling other people.
Asleep.
Anyone help? Hello?
You might think you're in charge of your own actions. The mind control freaks will make you think again.
Amazing.
It ain't right.
This is mind-boggling.
Welcome to the show. I hope you're sitting comfortably. You won't be for long. This is what my mind control freaks will be doing for your viewing pleasure today. Lewis creates his own banking crisis.
What's wrong? You can't remember your PIN number?
No.
Liv proves how easy it can be to miss the most obvious of clues.
Bye. How do you feel about this?
Bit of a mug.
And Alex and Pete stage an armed robbery where the witness commits the biggest crime. It's often said that hypnosis cannot make you do anything you do not want to. I'm going to prove that notion very wrong. My hypnotist Lewis is going to make these people an offer they can't refuse. But be prepared to watch them do just that.
Before you use the cash machine, I want to give you an opportunity to win some money. How about that? You, sir, you look like you want to win some money. If you draw out £10 from your bank account, I'll match it. Easy.
Okay.
There you go. Easy money.
Thank you very much.
We're going to do the same thing again. You're going to choose how much you draw out of the bank account, and I'm going to match whatever you draw out. But if for whatever reason you're unable to draw out money from the machine, I take my £10 back, and I get to keep your original £10. How much would you like to win?
£100.
£100. Look at me. When we completely forget things, no matter how much we try to remember them, they just don't come back to you. Your mind goes blank. The more you try and remember it, the less you're able to. £100.
£100. £100. Come on.
You should know your PIN number. You do this every day.
I do know. I think you know.
Let's see if I can jog your memory a bit. If you can draw out £100 from your bank account, I'll give you £500. £500. Is your PIN number something important? Is it somebody's birthday or?
I can't think why I chose it. I can't think why I've forgotten it.
You just can't do it. You don't know your PIN number.
I've just gone completely out my head. It's
Okay.
never happened before.
What's wrong? You can't remember your PIN number?
No.
It's just 4 simple digits. You do this all the time.
Every day I use.
Every day.
I really can't remember it. I can't remember my PIN number.
Well, I did say if for whatever reason you can't draw out any money, I get my original £10 back, and I get to keep your £10 as well.
Mine as well?
Yeah.
All right then.
I'll make you a deal then. What about if you can draw out £10,
Yeah.
I'll pay everybody back the money that I've taken from them. How about that, eh? See, when we forget things that are important to us, it can be a long time before we remember again. It could be a few hours or it could be a few minutes. But it just happens and it just comes back to you. You know your PIN number now, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. So if you can draw out £10, I pay everybody else back.
Got the truth. Nice one. ridiculous.
Well done. There's the 10 I took from you, the 10 I took from you, and the 10 I took from you.
Ridiculous.
Seriously, not
That's ridiculous. No, I use that pin machine every day for the memory to go like that and just forget my number. It's just illogical. I just don't know.
I couldn't think of a single number out of my whole PIN number, and it's never happened before, so I think he was control of my mind, yeah.
And then even more amazing, at the end, he managed to make him remember it just like that.
It just comes back to you. And you'll find that you actually knew all along.
I thought that was incredible. I was really impressed.
Around 10% of the population have suggestible minds and are more open to following instructions. I found these people were receptive to my suggestion that they forget their PIN number. Then all I had to do was trigger that forgetfulness at the right time.
Sometimes in life we forget things.
Even though they had a really strong incentive to remember it,
That extra £100 would have been nice if only I could have remembered the number.
I had such control over their minds, they never stood a chance.
It's just baffled. I'm totally baffled. I've not even had a drink today. Don't know.
You might think you're observant, on the ball, switched on. But when you focus too much on the smallest detail, you might miss the bigger picture.
Being able to take notice of all your surroundings can mean the difference between being a winner and a loser. And when there's money on the table, it really separates the men from the boys.
Which one of you boys is best under pressure? You're a bit of a gambling man.
I don't mind the odd little flutter, yeah.
Flutter? All right, well, I got a flutter for you. I have 100 quid here.
100 quid?
I'm going to lay you 10 to 1. 100 quid of my money to a tenner of yours.
Yeah.
And all you have to do, in 45 seconds, count how many photos are in this newspaper.
I'll go for that.
You can do it?
I think
all right.
so.
3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Like to give it a try?
Ready, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
10 seconds already gone.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
4, 5, 6, 7, 28.
Well, you said he was good at this.
I thought he was.
3, 64, 65, 66, 67.
Go, 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 go. Oh, you're getting close. 10 seconds left.
70, 81, 2.
5,
40, 41, 42, 43, 44,
3,
71, 72, 73, 55, 58,
1.
59, 60,
Stop. Sorry.
88.
Wow, you got through quick, but your number's not right. No.
78.
78. Good, but no dice. Tenner, please. It looks like your tenner's going to be mine. But wait a second. What does that say?
No, I call it 98 photos.
Let's see what else we got going on.
I should go 98, didn't I?
What was it say down there? 98, 98.
You're supposed to be observant.
I know.
Right next to Prince Harry. Hey, the photograph. Seems fair to me. I don't know how I could give you more clues.
I wasn't looking at the words, I was looking at the pictures.
That's right, yes. Don't worry, it's a fairly regular phenomenon. In fact, take your tenner back.
Thanks.
You may have thought I risked losing a load of money, but the deck was always stacked in my favour. How did you find that task?
You just feel really rushed. There's so much on every page, and like trying to focus on the images, I wouldn't have even think to look at the text.
You see, I know that the human brain can be easily overloaded with information, and those guys were always going to be so focused on counting that they would miss the answer staring them right in the face. Excuse me, do you have a minute?
Yeah. When she first stopped me, I thought this is going to be really easy, like I'm going to win £100 really quickly, it's only counting pictures, like how hard can it be? But obviously it was a lot harder.
It's a phenomenon known as inattentional blindness, a term coined by US psychologists in the early 1990s. I call it not being able to see the wood for the trees. How do you feel about this?
Bit of a mug.
Really? I mean, don't feel so bad about it. I've done this test on a number of people now. Not one person's got it right. So look, here's your tenner back. Have a lovely day, gents.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
See you later.
I'll halve that with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the task would be relatively easy, yeah, did you?
No, I didn't.
You could argue that Liv ambushed our subjects and that they were caught unawares. But even professionals, who are trained to detect the most minuscule of details, can often overlook the obvious. In one experiment, 24 radiologists were given a series of body scans and asked to identify the abnormalities within them. And having an average of 8 years' experience doing just that, they largely succeeded in finding the abnormality. But over 80% failed to see the extra image added to the scan. Can you see what the experts missed? That's right. There it is. An image of a gorilla. They were so busy looking for what they expected to find that they completely missed what they didn't. Welcome back to the Mind Control Freaks. One day, you might be asked to give evidence in a trial or find yourself charged with a serious crime. Either way, eyewitness testimony will form a strong part of the case. But its reliability is being increasingly called into question. Alex is going to create a situation where a witness sees one thing and is then manipulated so that they testify to seeing something very different. Watch this closely.
We're in a car wash in central London. We've rigged everything with hidden cameras. Pete is inside pretending to work there. And there's some customers who are also in on our filming. We've also got an actor standing by, ready to rob the place. Absolutely everyone here, including the guys washing cars, are in on the hit.
Yeah, help him with the polish on that, 'cause he's in a hurry, all right? All right, mate.
So, it's time to bring in the subject of our experiment, Zolani. There they are. Okay, so the guy with the black hat in the back. Zolani's been set up by his friend at the front there.
Right, guys. Coffee machine's not working, unfortunately.
We've deliberately picked a pretty short guy to be our robber. Julian's just 5'6". Okay, here he comes.
Do you want to diet?
He's really going for it.
Are you okay?
This is great. Now, Pete's going to call the police, and I'm going to show up. With the robbery over, it's time for our accomplice, Zolani's friend, to make his getaway too.
Did you go down and just keep an eye out for the police for us? So you got a look at him?
Yeah.
He was a big fella.
I thought you were quite tall.
Now, Pete's getting together a description of what they all thought the robber looked like. Our actors have all been primed to say that the robber was over 6 feet tall, instead of Julian's actual height of 5'6".
No. Well, I'm 5'7", and he was about that. He was about 6 foot.
Look, he was about here too. He wasn't taller than me.
No, honestly. Seriously, he was about 6 foot.
Now, let's see if we can get him to describe someone that wasn't there. Someone call the police here?
Yeah.
I've got a camera crew with us. They're just shadowing our police work today, all right?
Yeah, we're doing a documentary about the police.
Can you give me a description?
Grey, hoodie on. He had it hood up, about your height, possibly.
About this height?
Yeah.
I think he was about 5'11", 6 foot.
Caucasian, 6'1".
Yeah.
Just 5 minutes ago, Zolani was sure the robber was only around 5'8".
Look, he was about here too. He wasn't taller than me.
But now...
I think he was about 5'11", 6 foot.
But I need statements from everybody, so you can't leave, I'm afraid, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Right, so we're looking for a male, 6'1".
We kind of swayed him on the height thing, I think. So we've got Alex coming in with a guy who looks nothing like the bloke who robbed us. And we're all going to say it was him. And so we'll just see how he reacts to that.
Our suspect guy is also an actor, and he's a whopper at 6'3", 9 inches taller than Julian the robber.
I think that was him. Oh my.
just stand here. Just stand here. Sir, is this the gentleman that you saw earlier?
Yep.
Definitely him.
No doubt, it was him.
Okay.
Definitely.
You guys saw him, sir?
I wouldn't
You what? Sorry?
I wouldn't be able to say if it's him or not. I didn't really get a look at his face.
Right, but he matches the height that you said.
It's time to ramp up the pressure.
I'm going to have to search you. Okay. What's in here?
Cash in there, yeah?
It's him, it's him.
I'm heading straight to the builders.
Okay.
I'm paying.
All right, I'm going to ask you. All right, I'm going to have to put the cuffs on you in a minute.
That was him, wasn't it?
Not behind the ground. Do you, by any chance, on you, have a receipt that can prove where this money came?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Hey, you stand.
Hey,
you came in here.
I'm not coming in.
You came in here and you robbed me.
Back off. Back off. You, come with me. Come with me. You're going to sit in the van. So, one more time.
That was him. That was definitely him.
Yeah. There has to be him. So there you have it. Confirmation. He was teetering. He wasn't sure. He couldn't give me confirmation. But when the money came out of the pocket, he became sure. But let's see if I can push it a little bit further and do something that a police officer would never do. Try and dish out the money, and I'm going to see if you'll accept any of that money. Copy that. I'll be down the station. Sir, can you tell me how much money was in your till?
Well, 480.
480, okay.
There was £100 of cash from my personal cash as well.
Okay. Nothing else was taken?
Well, I was just about to pay, and then he came in and snatched it, maybe, I don't know, 40 quid.
You?
I left 60 on the counter.
60 on the counter, okay. And that leaves... That's 40. So that came from you, sir? No? That didn't come from you. All right, I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm not really a police officer. All right, no. Have a look at that guy, the guy we arrested. Yeah. So which one of the two committed the robbery? Him.
Exactly.
Okay.
As well as the massive height difference, Julian the robber has a round baby face compared to Guy's much longer, thinner one. And Julian has rather less hair, too. Not easy to muddle these boys up.
Do you know what happened? This guy said he was tall. So I'm thinking, maybe I was in shock, so I didn't see what's going on. So he's saying he was tall. So in my head I started thinking, okay, fine, he's tall then.
Thank you. You've been fantastic.
I felt under pressure that if I don't conform with the group, then I must be the one who's wrong. I was really convinced he was short, then I got convinced he was tall, and then I was convinced a lot of things today.
Zolani fell victim to peer pressure. As a species, humans are programmed to agree with the group consensus, and it's incredibly difficult to go against the herd. Antonio didn't even try to go against the flow at first.
Height, you said about...
We're taller than me, but I don't know, 6'1".
Okay, so he nodded and agreed with everything they said in there.
He's quite tall, over 6 foot.
So far, he's going with the herd.
Yeah, definitely about 6'1", I'd say, or 6'5".
They've got him.
That's not him.
But he balked when it came to actually identifying the wrong man.
So you had a good look at him?
Yeah, it was definitely him.
And this was the guy you saw?
I actually don't think it was.
No, I think it was him.
Man, I could be wrong, you know.
All right, you've been accused of a robbery. I'm going to have to search you.
No, rubbish.
Then, slowly but surely, the pressure to conform became too much.
Look, both of you agree? Ladies agree? Gentlemen?
It's just maybe the height thing, but everything just happened so quick. Okay. It could be. I mean, he's got the money. Everyone else says it is, so... Well, it is. We're going to have to say, yeah, it is.
You think it is? Okay.
They were all outnumbering me, so I just kind of think maybe they are right. I'll have to just go with them.
It is very difficult to hold your own, especially when it comes to things like memory. Because you start off by saying, no, it wasn't. And then 5 people say, yes, it was. Now, that has to cause you to question yourself. And you're thinking, well, maybe they're right.
But some people, like Emma, simply won't be swayed.
Hey! Right!
No matter what.
he was about 6'2".
See, I thought he was shorter.
How tall are you going?
I'm going about here.
It didn't matter how hard our actors tried to nudge her in the wrong direction.
It's definitely him.
No, I swear, I didn't see that.
Independent-minded Emma wouldn't budge an inch.
That's him. That's him.
That's the guy.
Him. That is him.
Okay.
I'm not even joking.
All right,
that is him.
all right.
Shut
Come
up.
here. Okay, come here.
On my life. Don't even bother. That is him.
I've got to make a confession. I'm not a real policeman.
Oh, you're so...
But Emma was definitely the exception to the rule. 2 out of 3 of our subjects went with the herd.
It goes to show peer pressure, like, is pretty strong.
I always remember a face. Never a name, always a face.
We feel like less of an individual, more of a, I don't know, a sheep, I guess.
If I were to ask you which of the lines on the right corresponds most closely to the line on the left, you'd think it was a simple task. But as the man said, people can behave less like humans and more like sheep. In this famous experiment, when surrounded by people deliberately giving the wrong answer, the majority of subjects agree with the crowd. They go with the herd. So what an eyewitness thinks they see can mean the difference between an innocent verdict and a guilty one. That's everything from the Mind Control Freaks. See you next time. If not before.